On the bench here, I have a sheet of drywall here. In this video, I'll show you what's involved in cutting a chunk of drywall that you need. First off, you need to make sure that you're working on the correct thickness of drywall board. In this case, I need 1/2 inch. There's also 5/8 or different thicknesses. So that's a good idea to start with the correct thickness of drywall. Here's another one that's also 1/2 inch. They also come different fire ratings, so make sure you have the right product to begin with. Then second, you're gonna need your measurements. In this case, I need a chunk cut that is 32.5 by 42.25 inches. So the next thing I did was visualize it, which way I want my board to be cut, either this way or this way. There is a difference, yes. So the difference is kind of visible here along the edge. So the edge of the drywall is not 1/2 inch, it's narrower. You can kind of feel a line here in the board. It's thinner than 1/2 inch, it's 1/2 inch here. The reason why it's thinner here at the factory edge where the paper wraps the edge here is because two adjacent boards with the same factory edge meeting a factory edge, it's gonna get mudded here. So the thickness of the mud and the taping is considered here. That's gonna provide a flat surface without a dish here. Okay, so this is gonna make a dished out surface as is if you just look at the boards. So I look at the adjacent boards where this patch is gonna go, and so this is the orientation that I need this piece to be in. And then what I did here with this rather large drywall square is I measured out the first measurement from a straight edge. You have to find a straight edge or cut one or make one and take your measurements from the straight edge out. I had 3 measurements taken and I made a little dimple mark with the knife. I'll show you because I have more measurements to be made and more cuts to make. So I then connected the dots, and that's how I made my first score line. It's just lightly scored. I'm gonna go over it the second time and make it a little deeper. There, if you're a drywalling professional, of course there are faster ways to deal with this, but this is a way that's repeatable reliably. Okay, so I made my line a little deeper in the drywall board. I'm just gonna snap it like so. It is gonna crack through its entire thickness, but you have to cut the paper backing on it. So I'm just applying some pressure on it. I'm turning it around for you to see this. You can see the crease line or crack line in the paper. Just cut along, work with it, work with the shadow lines to make a straight cut there, and then they separate like so, and then you have a straight line that doesn't look like a 5-year-old did it. The other number is 42.25. So the drywall board, this drywall board is 48 inches from end to end. So I'm gonna have only one factory edge, and I don't know if you can see it. It's got a torn paper here. I don't want it, so I'm gonna cut that one off and do my layout from this end. And triple checking my measurement, 42.25. here at 42.25. Just a dimple mark here. I'll show you in a second. And the second one, 42.25 there. These dimple marks are kind of tiny, but that's all I need. There. And then I'm just gonna connect the dots. Make sure these dimple marks are spaced not further away than the length of your ruler. Make an easy score line, check it out, make sure it's straight. Check the measurement again, 42.25 there. 42.25 there, because I don't want to be cutting another piece and ending up with, oh no, it doesn't fit, or something like that. You do need a sharp knife for this. Something like this, X-Acto knife, whatever. This one has a 0.7mm blade. 0.5 is just as good. So I'm gonna snap it like so. Maybe score it one more time from here. Flip it over.